why they got her locked up in this place.
I really like this area. A little bit advanced architecture for 1910, but I don't know, feels a little out of place. I've actually, once again, I've seen players get a little bit confused here, and this comes up once again. One of the problems for even a game that has been training you over and over again to look up. And the little green flags that they decided to put onto hook areas don't always quite do the job, obviously. So don't really have any solution. I'm just pointing it out. Me personally, I would have loved to have a little itty bitty treasure chest or a key. If I could have gotten a key here, I would have loved that. Just because so many people are going to jump up and then they're going to jump right back down. I would love to see some reward for poking around there. So here we have, if anyone recognizes this statue, it is not the statue I pointed out a couple videos ago, but it is a statue that has been used before, except it didn't have this writing on it, I believe. Obviously, they're getting used to looking at what Elizabeth might look like. There's a slight allusion to what her outfit looks like if you see this dress. So, and story-wise, they're really pointing to her as the person who's going to be doing the Mountains of Men, drowning people in the, or at least destroying the Mountains of Men. Okay. Actually, I guess this is a good time. As ever, I'll start up a new video. Welcome back, everyone. This is BrainStorm with Brian Sturm. I am a gamer, a game designer, and I have been a game tester. This is Bioshock Infinite, and I'm going to go through as a gamer, and if I can, I will impart game design, level design, and general industry knowledge. Of course, I'm going to be distracted because I'm actually playing it, but take whatever education you can from it, or just be entertained. Want to notice that a lot of new art assets here. So stuff they've never had before in the game. They're doing for the very first time. And if anyone wants to make a note of things that might possibly get reused later in the game, so that you're not making unique assets throughout the entire game. So all you art people who might one day be an art lead, keep track of this kind of stuff as we're playing through. Me personally, I don't know if I want to go too much into my metaphor that I was talking about earlier, but here I am. I'm in the monument to unlock Elizabeth. So I've kind of gotten done with the keys section of the game, and here we are, sword, 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 sword. So here's this whole fighting part. So we're getting from the unlocking of Elizabeth and unlocking the beginning of the story to the conflict, the sword, the conflict between Booker and his past, the conflict between Booker and Elizabeth, and the conflict of Elizabeth with the people who are, have control of her. It is neat. This is, the Bioshock creepiness where the world gets so much more believable in a weird way here, because you see that these people have had this history of they're doing something, and you're seeing that they've been doing it for years. I think that picture is incredibly creepy of that black-eyed and I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose. They got a little bit of Vox Populi thing going on there to plant that seed about Vox Populi again. So you heard the words Vox Populi, and that's, I believe, the first time you get to see the words Vox Populi. All right, wonderful moment. Now I've actually gotten the 360 to chug a bit right here. So you got to remember that programmers always have to deal with this. That they got to they got to try and show off as much as they can and make the game as cool as they can. And then just loading this in, I've gotten a little bit of chug on my 360. So,
Do what these do.
they really want to reward the player. They want to give you these interesting. They even have the audio going off here. And if you do it more than one time, if you notice this isn't, they're just doing texture swaps. Now, I don't know what a menarche is. A menarche. I'm going to say it wrong for the rest of the game. Menarche. 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 But they should be giving you some interesting story elements here. Notice also, even if people aren't paying attention, look at this kind of, what is this all leading to? They're drawing power, and power that can do something crazy. It looks like it's changing things. I love this. So creepy. And watch. No? What?
They've been watching her.
Huh. I don't know how that's triggered. I would have thought that was a proximity trigger for that audio, but I believe the first time I ever played this part of the game, I triggered right here. By the way, that is creepy because it looks like she's not wearing anything. I just want to point that out to people who made this game. That's where my mind goes to, and I'm sorry if that's a bad thing. Here we have another story element. We're really not looking to have so much in the way of looting. We just have these great increases in apprehension and foreshadowing and filling out the story. You also get to see Elizabeth before you get to see Elizabeth. It's that kind of sneak peek thing is the voyeurism of a story, because that's what foreshadowing kind of comes down to in a weird way. And you get to see.
What the hell are they doing to her?
Grim looking stuff. You get to hear some more backstory. I guess that's bulletproof glass. Anyway. Kind of weird that door opens. I don't know. Awkward. Anyway. I don't know what to say about these color themes. You got this white. By the way, we do have red, white, and blue a little bit going on here. I don't know if that was on purpose. That's but two texture seams that aren't quite lined up for. That's a very low pry bug, but just pointing it out to people. All right. This is cool. You get to see. You get this audio log. You have this scripted event. If you see what's going on with the audio, and you also see what's going on with the visuals here every time she sings. I love this little chart because definitely when you turn 13 is when you become menarche. 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 I remember when I turned 13, totally menarche. Cool little moment. even if people aren't paying attention, the fact that they have it, the visuals pulling in. By the way, I swear to God, she's singing "Everybody Must Rule the World" right then. Everybody must rule the world. But probably not. Okay, one of the more wonderful moments in this game, obviously. What I believe one of the advantages of this, besides the foreshadowing and the voyeurism, is one, you, in whatever way, you're supposed to fall in love with Elizabeth. So that the fact that she's so earnest, or that she is an artist and a dancer and a mathematician, and and but also a little bit naughty and can pick locks and stuff like that. So they're trying to hit every demographic of every type of potential girl that you could kind of be into as a male gamer. And as a female gamer, possibly every wistful possibility of what kind of person you could have been, or the kind of person you are, and you get an affinity for her. And they do this rather well, and they do it rather concisely. So this is all done very well. And I love the fact that this first moment is actually so over the top, but it's very silent movie. So it's really kind of overacted, but overacted in a 1910 kind of way. Wait, not this part. So yeah, okay. So you get to intellectually be like, okay, interesting. She's and if you really want to take your time and look through it, but here we have lockpicking, we have the cryptography. You can see that she even figured out partway through the passphrase, and then realized the passphrase is dumb, the deciphering phase. So,
Dressing room. That's where we need to go.
Not quite sure what to make of the color schemes going on here. Here we go.
That's her.
And for people who've played later in the game, you notice that they make it pretty hard to notice her pinky finger. I mean, by the nature of our generation of games, might not be the easiest thing to notice, but little bit of foreshadowing and cuteness of the pictures up on the wall.
Whoa! Whatever that was, it's got nothing to do with the job at hand.
Some crazy shit, right? So it's kind of your oh shit moment. It's definitely intriguing. So you now have the fantasy power aspect
This job's
of
getting worse all the time.
Also, if you notice that the line he just said right after they just had in French, the movie said the Return of the Jedi. Hey, lady. I'm looking at you. Hey, baby. I'm looking at you.